It's hot, but it's not even hot like it used to be. That's crazy. You heard Apex? You hear me, Apex? You hear me, bro? Bro, you hear me, bro? I hear you, bro. You hear me, bro? Apex. Sorry, baby girl, man. Fucking. You did bad on her test, so I gotta go crazy real quick. You feel me, bro? Y'all can see this, bro? Y'all see my y'all see my screen, bro?
At once, Master.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft...
Over here, if you please. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages, more awaiting. Be on your guard. Of course.
We've got goblins!
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work. My curative magics are at your disposal. Hold to you, please.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Would anyone care to push? The Arisen has been torched. Quick, douse the flames!
Most impressive, Master!
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly help. Prepare yourself!
You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Foremost priority is to douse those flames. You have my protection.
such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
Well done, Master!
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Tremendous work! Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? I believe I can guide you to the pen. Any question?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Here we go again. Fight! To arms! By your leave.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
True enough.
That was inspired, Arisen. I've never seen the like.
A result to be proud of.
Would you mind coming over here?
Why are you doing this, Arisen?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I...
Follow me, if you would. Unless I'm mistaken, aught we require is already in our possession.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
At once, Master.
Over here, if you please.
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only...
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are. Would you mind coming over here? There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
We have reached our destination.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have most excellent. You may now, however, if... Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous. You may now change your vocation. What's more, I bear glad tidings.
A moment long awaited.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you please.
Well met, son. Now how might I be of service? Are you in the market for something in particular? Can I? Always a pleasure.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
Feast your eyes. My arm strong and my mind sharp.
Well met, sir.
Hail, friend. I've an eye for people, and I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for... Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't, but I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home... Oh, sound appealing? Then...
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no...
You've come. Glad to see... So, what say you? Would you... Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on...
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Right you are. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive. We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. I have nothing further to add. 'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum.
I've trained for this.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
We must rest. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Shall we get some rest then? A good sleep will ensure we are... Shall we get some rest then? A good sleep will ensure we... Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Wonderful.
Well met, sir. Fancy again? Fine wares all. Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Always a pleasure.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
This might contain useful information.
Let's have a look then.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
Commerce is the domain of clever mind. Much obliged.
Welcome. Eludes me, but I'm certain there is... Under the higher mysteries.
Welcome.
Peruse at your leisure.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tail bite!
We must rest.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
I'm glad of any business in these troubled times.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with... Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine... None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering...
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it. We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'm coming, Master!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
Not bad.
They merely did as duty demands.
Well said. No, the prison has been poisoned.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way. Well done.
Now that is a surprise.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth.
I'm a fighter by trade. Send me to the Vanguard, where I might put my strength to full use.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials. that can be... At least I go knowing I fought... Are you fit to travel? Then let's...
Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. 'Tis a pity we must part after sharing so... You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my... 'Twill be an honor to serve...
Burning the midnight oil, I see. The time of our parting is come.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. Shall we discuss tactics now, or let... I've nothing to share at present. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Shall we get some rest, then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Where to now? Working this field's all I know. So I'm not stopping.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
Pray, follow me.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let down our guard.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. I could not fall to cowards. I can do no less in service to the Arisen. A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same results with our next attack. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way. Arisen! Are you alright?
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Let me get that. Let our foes cower before lightnings crackle.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill prepared invites an early grave.
Understood.
Very well. I shall return. Furthermore, we should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to go?
My magic's granted an elemental boost. We could obtain some rare materials here, if it pleases you, Master.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard. Tis done.
Splendid. It is broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. We've no choice but to take the longer way around. Plain.
Speaking, 'tis a bother. Halt, if you please. Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist. I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins! You've a strong arm. It was a simple patrol mission. Till I don't know where we'd be if you...
Yon chest is in a place not easily accessed.
Is there no way to reach it? Pray, allow me to open yon chest. I feared we might never escape that place.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I quite agree.
I have a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Let us press on with our next objective. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind. What? Oh! 'Twas but a trick of the light.
Let us proceed to the next location. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Follow me, if you would. This way, Master.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. I'll be gone on the morrow. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
It's vital you remain level-headed.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. Outstanding.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Let us proceed to the next location. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Battle is best avoided. Come to aid our foe.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Tis a hobgoblin. Thought to employ lightning against the foe.
Security ought to do the trick.
Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
My thanks, sir.
For you.
I did.
By your command, Arisen. A fine place to hide.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared.
Pray, follow me.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
What's more, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy. Weakness.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil in post-haste. I grant your weapon a magical boon. I'll put this to use. One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
I'm going to enjoy it. Seems your
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Would you mind coming over here?
I grant you lightning's fangs. A profitable endeavor. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Let us press on with our next objective. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Undead draw near! Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here. We ought to take a closer look.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Oh! You've come to a dangerous... A small force... I'll not stop you if you wish to explore.
We're here, Master.
They have no power, save push my own to doubt my work.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here. Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
Of course.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? But sonnet!
Let our foes cower before lightning. Well done.
I'd be glad to talk. I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor,
I am saved!
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Variety would be nice, if we must fight. Climb on and I'll take the story.
You're not one of ours. Forgive me.
Would you aid me in
Our task is complete.
I concur.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds. Danger might lurk anywhere.
You went in there to save my fellows. I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day. I thank you.
Out of the cave at last. Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I quite agree.
You've done well this...
Oh, you have my gratitude, friend.
I shall do as you say.
Let us press on with our next objective.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. We were hoping to reclaim our village. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking easier said than done. What are we to do? But please, sir.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
Careful now.
Let my magic grant you an elemental.
Well done! One of us has been wrecked!
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Shall we report our results?
Is the deed done, good arisen? we shall all be able to return. I dare say we'll have this place lit. I cannot thank you, and if you happen to pass by, I should like for you to see this place as...
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
Indeed, you are correct.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Slime! Most unpleasant.
I grant you lightning fangs.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights. The Arisen has been cleansed!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Pray, follow me.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Let me get that.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to
Single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
His Vikings remain level-headed.
You are on board, and the behemoth is soon conquered. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Attack now, while the owner's attention is fixed on its favorite prey. Make haste. See you being drenched. Fly off as soon as you can.
We can feel the force rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our foe prepare. There's no need to go the long way round, when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master. Let us press on with our next. Unless you've any objections arisen.
An ogre comes! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
One of us is being drenched.
Bear in mind that the group will seek out women with unwavering persistence. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. Let my magic strong with elemental food.
Just as weary as we. You must make the most of this opportunity.
Strike fast and true, and our quarrel shall fall.
You'll like to grow old. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every...
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Let our foes cower before lightning's crackle.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
getting drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I quite agree.
No dawdling. The Arisen calls. By your leave. We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemy. Pray, follow me.
There, Master! Dorian! I attacked work once against Sarah.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow. As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste!
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian, unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here. The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make. There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
Welcome. I'm in fine fettle today.
Good tidings. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even... You see, I grew, and that's when I thought... I can't just give it to you. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
We must rest, though the sun is still... To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Oh, could use a rest.
Gotta be somewhere to make...
I'm dead on my feet. Fancy a look at my wares? This really is fine craftsmanship. Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. How might I be?
Welcome. And quality is what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die at... early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Let's not be hasty now.
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
Need anything?
Stop by again soon.
Need anything? Look as long as you please. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Always a pleasure.
Let us press on with our next objective. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you... My thanks, sir. I've been holding off service. Only trouble is, that's where you... I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead. Splendid. Now, the cart. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you each cart travel. So anyone thinking, pat enough of... Oh, and I'll pay your... Come find me when you've delivered that letter.
We ought to see this to its destination. We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we We must not let down our hope.
One of us is being drenched.
I grant you lightning strikes.
That's enough.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
A focused attack will end this foe. When their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
That's worth celebrating.
Get a load of that!
What ought I to do?
Tremendous work!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
That's what I'm talking about!
What did he say his name was again?
Ah, Humphrey.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Allow me to guide you, Master.
Most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of us. The battle continues. Result to be proud of. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I will protect you.
Let our foes cower before lightning's crackle. Here we go again. We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort. Understood. The prison has been defended.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
This could be of use.
armor you got?
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Strike! Now! Huzzah!
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, count upon my aid. Might I be of assistance? We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here. We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings. Indeed, you are correct. This calls for a curative. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms. Words worth hearing. I grant you lightning strikes.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights.
Not like this.
Would you mind coming over here?
Alas, would that you were... You understand how...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Always a pleasure.
What brings you here?
Twould seem we've all we need to hand. We have arrived.
Hail, as you can see, we're rebuilding. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good... Here's what I need from you. A bask of soaring. I'd like to... I've prepared some what can I do for you? Ah, she's a kindly sort, I must say.
Shall we report our results?
That Lady Margaret...
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. We are to retreat, then? Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
Right you are. So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Well, that appears to have sense to finish the job. With any luck, this... But pray, take care. You must make sure your aim is good. You'll find the job...
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts. It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done... And I must say, watching you got me thinking. Or perhaps, in any event, thanks to the work you...
Our task is complete. Outstanding.
We have done what we set out to do, and that is well enough.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on. Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
I'd be glad to talk when
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we? Arisen, to me. I shall heal you. Wait a moment. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Look, as long as... Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Ah, you've returned. Splendid. The cart reached its destination.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
True enough.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not...
Looks like we've both got some...
You've been an immense help, my friend.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to save... our strength, assuming we're not attacked.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
When does my watch cruise to the hobby point?
Hail arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence.
Follow me, if you would. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Our foe excels at aerial combat. Take care to keep it in your sights.
Understood. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. A common reward. Frustratingly so. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Now, what might that be? We ought to take a closer look. There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. I will finish this, here and now.
Over here, if you please.
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
Can't allow any further harm to come to you.
Profitable endeavor.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo.
Yourself. What? Might confidently call that a...
I thank you for coming to... And what luck! Never...
Now to report to Captain Brandt. If you... Be so kind as to follow me. I shall take you to the one you seek. Pray, follow me. Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
Let us hope we make it through without incident.
I quite agree.
When does my watch end?
I'm barely scraping by.
Follow me, if you would. How are we to get through this door?
Tis the first we've seen of this foe. Let my magics grant you an elemental food.
Focus your strength, Carissa.
Tis a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do. Persistence is key. Try and try again. Keep an opening. Focus your attacks.
We must rally. Panic will only place the enemy's advantage. Keep a firm grip, Master. I shan't be able to catch you.
Lightning is ineffective against this foe. We shall just have to find another way to stun it.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. We ought to bring word of this to Captain...
Seems I've caught someone's eye. Need to replenish my stock.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale
The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
There's our quarry now. Seems we were in the right place after all.
Greetings, Your Majesty. You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered the number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come, and ere it slips my mind. Pray.
Well done, Master. By your efforts, our task is complete.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the... What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be... This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on... I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this... 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. Very well. However, do not... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deez's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Though, would that I could undertake the task myself. But my station... What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that.
Pray, follow me. Master, my heart knows I sense eyes upon us.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
I wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Such inquietude.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people, looking for information. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail. The place is full of... I should know. I was... Got any tail?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Welcome.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Lots to do. How precious little time.
Look. As long as you please.
Would you mind coming over here?
Those new recruits barely lift their swords.
It seems we must part ways.
You are the Arisen. Yes? Follow me!
Up at dawn, down by dusk.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work. Would that all might.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Can't stomach places like this.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Just between you and me, my survey mission, my task, 'tis an enigma. So back and forth.
Always sets me to think this place.
Still waiting on that report.
So tired. I'd kick just about anywhere.
I'd my head if I skip another patrol.
All this quiet makes me itch to pause.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was... Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother, but 'twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in... My word! Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No.
Then start searching, you fool.
Forgive me. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to... I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity... Forgive me. I didn't sleep.
The wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
Fancy a kip, but not at the expense of my duty.
Well, this is no good.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through. My apologies, sir.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to this scrap? This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa... To think 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is a... If Regent King Sven, you have done well, your majesty. Though I...
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd. Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
My charms.
Well met, sir. Fancy again?
I'm glad of any business. I suppose I could indulge you.
Tell is, Vermund was once a
You don't need just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
I shall do as you say.
Over here, if you please.
You!
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Ah, excellent find.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your of all those who serve the Queen Regent. There is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Waldar, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. Our laws dictate that you're thus. As the what say you? Might you be? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be unable.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I dare not enter the... entrance.
We shall remain here.
So, you've come, Captain Brantbad.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Would that I ne'er had force to draw steel. Pray, do not impede me, sir.
Can't you see? Sure why I patrol it.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Quit acting so chummy.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Or, Deezer's arisen. Have you proof that you are... Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound. By that mark, this reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, and what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here? And I need not turn my ear to that said. If you know of a place with a mountain of toad, tell me. I suspected as much. Then...
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master. Do take care not to stray so far next time.
thankless job, this.
I'd like a quiet life.
Arms for the poor.
A fine place to...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. Ah, hold on a... You see, one of the... Malcolm, his name is. This building's very... Might I impose on you?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Right you are.
Have we met? Malcolm's been just the other day. He was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was...
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Malcolm? Don't know why he bothered.
Let me get that.
The other day. Now, that's not so strange. And rightly so. As it turned out to be, gave me a right shock. Their faces may match. Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
This is more than I can bear.
My duty to devote my life.
don't think you're safe. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. You could say 'twas an ill... I wonder if building a nice...
Pray, sir, have you...
What's your business with me?
Marriage isn't... Your pockets look full.
Good day to you.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
Aye, I'm well enough.
Is it true you're the only... I seem to recall... So just be sure you play your part well. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon...
By your command, Arisen.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble.
Do be quick, I fear...
Oh, well...
Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This...
Pray, allow me to open your chest.
We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report? Vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned.
Vaults, you... Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Come, I fear there's no... Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place. Look, there, a hole. There is naught to be done, but let us make haste.
Then I shall remain by your side. pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. Battle is upon us!
This is generally used as a material.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide. Right you are. How are we to get through this door?